Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Now this is getting interesting now. It dropped obviously below the support area here, which was at 35.36. It dropped even below the 88.7 fib level, but I did highlight the risk here, therefore highlighted it in orange already. So it could still technically be a 1-2 or AB setup, but if it goes below 34.5 cents, then we are losing basically here the support zone that's highlighted in green. That's another very, very strong support zone. We had here support, we had here support, and it is the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level that you can see if I just add it to the fib scale here. The 38.2, it's one of the very relevant fib levels here, and this is exactly here at 34.7 cents. So we're nearly there. We're currently coming down quite strongly. If we drop below this level, then we are in or getting into the support area for the wave 2, and I would like to see ADA get into this region between 27.6 and 32.6 cents eventually, and that will be a nice reward to risk entry point for the upside, to trade basically a possible third wave. If this was the wave 1 that peaked basically early Feb, here the wave 2 that bottomed, well, not yet bottomed, but that might bottom in March, and then the wave 3 should take us to 50, maybe even 60 cents plus, depending on how low we actually eventually go. So the question is just how long are we going to sort of try to prevent that we get into this area? I mean, this can still carry on for a little while. We might get a bit of a bounce here, then move up and rally a little bit in the range here, up and down, before we eventually come down. So that's the question. By the way, I'm going to take out this support area now. It's sort of blocking the view a little bit now that we didn't leave it to the upside and just hovering around. So obviously also here, the upside was not fulfilled by ADA. As I highlighted in the previous video, we were really at a decisive juncture here, had this price channel to the upside, and indicated if we lose the trend line of this price channel, then it indicates a fairly strong drop, and we are coming down now quite strongly. And again, this could still be in the current situation a wave 2 or even a B wave, because we haven't invalidated it. We haven't gone below the previous low here, which was at around 34.5 cents, but things are now getting things are getting now quite tough here. Again, in the end, the faster we get into this support area, I mean, the better, because the earlier we can start the third wave to the upside, really, right? So that's the situation I'm watching for here. So in terms of the move to the downside, I mean, this is now really all about, are we holding this support or not? Normally, I would say that there is a really good chance now to break this support level, and to be honest, there is. However, it's a really, really strong support. It is. So let me just see. It is really strong support. This 34.7 cent level, because we had structural support here twice before. Whenever we bounced off it, it was quite strong. And I wouldn't rule out we get another bounce from here. The question is just how high will it go? And in the end, it's all about, if we lose this support, then I think we have a chance to get directly down into this wave 2 support area between 32.65 and 27.65 cents. If we get a bounce here, then we might just do this C wave to the upside. It's normally getting far less likely to still get that setup work out. But because this is such a strong support area, you can just see it. I think this could still get quite a decent bounce off the lows. But I mean, we've now pulled back quite strongly to this relevant level. And to be honest, if we look at the indicators, going for example to the 4-hour chart, you can see that we are pretty much here in the, or very close to the oversold range. Not yet oversold, but a little lower maybe on the price chart will bring it quite close to the 30 level. MACD, we now have a bearish crossover. So negative momentum is increasing here on the 4-hour chart. On the daily also negative momentum further increasing, no sign of slowing down. On the daily we're now in the bearish range. I mean, if you see also the bearish engulfing candle, yeah, okay, I mean, pointing to the downside. I mean, on the 1 hour we're now in the oversold range, indicates at some point you should see a bit of a recovery here, but in the end it just means it is in a strong downtrend, negative momentum increasing on the 1 hour chart as well. So yeah, I mean, it's rushing to that 34.5 cent level, and if we get a drop below it, then we've dropped below the 38.2 fib level and have a really good chance to then come down to the 50% fib level. And I think then we should see the next support there and could get a reversal from there. Why is that the case? Because first of all, it's for a wave 2, the first key support area that I trust. Yeah, I mean, alternatively, we could have said wave 2 ended here, but that was the alternative. It's still possible, very unlikely though, because it didn't reach the 50% fib level. So if it, in a wave 2, it doesn't reach the 50% fib level, I don't typically trust it. And then also, it's not only the 50% fib level, also here, a previous low support, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we are now getting to a pivot, yeah. Some kind of reaction should come from there, some kind of a bounce, but how likely is it that we really play out the C wave, right? I don't know. It's just coming down, but it's, you know, it's a phenomenal reward to risk ratio if a bounce from here works out, because you can just set stop below the box and could trade a possible upside into, I mean, if it works out, it should still reach the 42 cent level, yeah. And then here on the lower time frame, I mean, how can this subdivide? Well, I would have to say then, in this particular scenario, we still have our WXY structure here to the downside. And then here, yeah, A, B. Just thinking, do we... Yeah, we probably have to change things a little. So with the latest low, I think we have to say the A wave was here. This was then the B wave triangle where I had the X wave before. Let me see, where was it actually? Yeah, exactly there. And then, because then if we say we come down in a C wave, this now subdivides nicely as a 5-wave move. So could count it as a 1, 2, and we had here 5 waves in the wave 3. This could have been a 4, and now we are subdividing in a 5. But again, this is only valid, this count, as long as we're holding the 34.5 cent level. We're getting really, really, really close, and there's no sign of stopping at the moment. So it's getting interesting. It's getting really, really interesting. But I think there is a good chance to turn around here, at least temporarily, yeah, to get some kind of a reaction, to get a bounce. Then we just need to see how do we react to that pivot. This is going to get very, very interesting now. This is going to get very interesting. And yeah, we've pulled back quite nicely from those highs. So we're getting close to another entry point. I mean, for many, this might be an entry point, might be a long trade from here. I mean, we've pulled back to support, yeah, deeply into support. Typically, these setups don't really work out then, but at least the temporary bounce should be here on the table. And if we drop below this support, then, as you know, we drop probably to 32.6 cents and then have the first chance of a reversal of wave 2 into wave 3 from there. Yeah, okay, that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.